Welcome back to Biz Today. I'm Nazareen Ebrahim, and we've got in studio Sabelo Ntuli. He is the head of the Durban branch for the National Youth Development Agency. He's been chatting with us about what the program offers. Their mandate is youth development for entrepreneurship. And Sabelo, you've been taking us through the program, how people can apply, and we started talking about the Voucher Program. Tell us about that.
NYDA, you'll remember in the past, during Sabelo time, it wasn't properly known for Voucher Program. Voucher Program falls under business development services within the NYDA programs, whereby we assist young people to develop their businesses further.
Sure.
Let's say, for example, like we spoke about the grant program, that it ends at 100,000. A young person requires more than 100,000. That person can come to NYDA and apply for a business plan. Because if you go to a consultant for a business plan, they might charge you for about maybe 15,000 rand and so forth. However,
that's right.
When you come to NYDA, we will actually assist you with a business plan for free. It's free for you as a young person, obviously, but we've got a service provider that we're going to pay. We've got service providers that are in our books that we are working with. They develop business plans for young people. Then you can use that business plan because we also have a relationship with CFA and IDC. So we can direct that young person to CFA and IDC
to access finance. And CFA would be for a small business, IDC would be for a big business.
Yes, definitely. I mean, CFA can loan a young person from 50,000 up to 5 million rand.
You say loan, so the loan is repayable.
Now. It's no longer a grant
right.
with CFA and IDC.
Okay.
We prepare you as NYD with our business development services.
Wonderful.
Then we will pass you to CFA, whereby you will be able to, with CFA you can purchase franchising, tracking businesses and so forth. With IDC you can go to a refinery and even
more manufacturing
production, even have a mine with respect to IDC.
So CFA is a small enterprise
finance agency,
and the IDC would be the Industrial Development
Corporation.
But just for the benefit of our viewers to understand also in the context of what you're speaking about. Excellent.
We have a relationship with those institutions that we will prepare young people for them, then we'll pass it to them. And we have other voucher programs called feasibility study. If a young person is looking to purchase an existing business and the bank says that we need a feasibility study. Feasibility study can be about 80,000 and above.
Exactly.
And that particular young person can come to NYT and apply for a feasibility study.
Do you provide the full cost of the voucher program, or does the entrepreneur have to provide a certain
It's 100% free to a young person. The only thing that we require from you is to attend our training, which is a class of 5 days, unless if you have your own qualification again, like the voucher program, the grant program. You don't have to attend that. You just produce that, and we link you with the service provider. Feasibility study, due diligence vouchers, we've got such.
Sure.
We have also the website design vouchers. When a young person now is having a business and wants to advertise, wants to have a website, then we are able to assist you and link with a service provider and host you for a particular maybe of 12 months of your website. Then marketing, you find a young person is looking for business cards when they go for meetings and so forth, and it's costly for them. They can come to NYT. Branding. You have your own restaurant, you want to brand. You have your own cars, you want to brand. We can brand it for you as NYDA. As a young person, you qualify for up to 4 vouchers for free. 4 vouchers meaning if you have applied for a business plan, you can't have 4 business plans. You can only have one business plan. Then you can move to a second voucher, of which can be due diligence, because whatever that needs to assist your business to go further. We also have a voucher program called financial systems. When you have workforce that has grown, we are able to assist you to
implement an accounting system.
Systems, yes. And which also further, we've got a marketing plan. If your business maybe is struggling a bit to release a marketing plan, you can link with a service provider to do that. We have a whole variety of vouchers, maybe about 10 and so forth. That's
actually incredible. Which I think people need to learn about more so that they can access it better.
Yes.
You talked about the grant program, the voucher program. What other programs that's in like?
We have a mentorship program, of which we appeal mostly to members of the public to say they can come and be our mentors, of which that particular mentor we are not paying them. Therefore, that's why we appeal. It's a free mentorship program that we are having, whereby we are saying if a young person has seen some other person, maybe in the community, that is doing the business. For example, you are owning a supermarket, you own a taxi business, and so forth. Whatever kind of business that you own, that particular young person can come to NYDA, and we can link that person with that particular adult or to be a mentor. We also call upon the professionals to come on our system so that they can mentor young people. If you are an accountant, you are a lawyer, and so forth, a doctor, just mentor young people, just talk to them, advise them, guide them on how to grow their businesses, different businesses that they are having. We also have a market linkage program whereby we try and lobby for young people to link them with the market. We can, if we have a meeting as a young person, maybe with a big company, that you want our support, we can go with you and lobby for you to say, can they give this young person that particular opportunity for them to supply or to provide services to those big companies.
Are these now the main top tier programs you have at the NYDA?
Under the business management program.
So how do you ensure as the agency, because I mean you've got excellent programs in place to support businesses to go to the next level. How do you do you have mechanisms in place to help the sustainability of those businesses, track them, and how long is that?
Like I mentioned earlier, that we have about 2 years program. When you sign, when you enter, I mean, not when you receive a grant, you have about 2 years.
Sure.
Then we put you in a mentorship program, which means for the next 2 years.
So it's a natural progression from one program to the next.
It's a whole bouquet of services whereby we are saying once you are into an entrepreneurship development program, you progress to a grant, there's a business management services, there's mentorship, there's market linkages that links with the market. So it's a whole bouquet of services that we offer young people.
Can anyone apply?
Anyone can apply. South African, every South African can apply between the ages of 18 to 35.
And what are your application dates like and the process? What do they need to do?
Currently, people, they visit the NYDA offices.
So it's open, it's always open?
It's always open. There's no closing or open date. It's always open.
Because I know some other agencies do have a certain window period in which they do applications.
Not with the NYDAs throughout, unless if we have reached the target for the year.
Sure.
Then we'll advise young people maybe and start them with other programs.
Okay. So
that when we receive our tranche, maybe for the following year, we are able to kickstart with them. So it's always open, our offices.
And how does the application process work? What should I do as a young person? I come into your office, what would happen?
You need to have a valid business ID. That's a very
Of course, otherwise you'd waste your time walking in there.
Because why are we saying valid business ID? You need to identify a market for yourself. You need to have, in terms of the product, there should be a need for that particular product in the market. Then that's when we can be able to assist.
So you've got assessors who look at the validity of a business idea and say, okay, I think you fit this program.
Also we look at the criteria, whether does it meet our own criteria. But there are businesses that we do not fund as an idea, for example, maybe transport businesses, because it's 100,000. We cannot fund a transport business with 100,000. However, a person if is saying, I'm looking for a delivery scooter, we are able to assist. I'm looking for a mobile trailer, a mobile fridge, a mobile toilet, we are able to assist, as long as it's going to fit within our. There's other business that we don't fund, the alcohol business, tobacco, and so forth. You know,
almost the sin businesses.
Sin businesses, we do not actually go that route. So when you come to our offices, we do an assessment in terms of your business. Firstly, it's viability. Will it create jobs? Is there a need for that particular business in the market? Does it meet our criteria in terms of, does it fall? It's not a sin business that falls outside our criteria.
100%. That makes a lot of sense. What, for you, in your experience of working at the NYDA, what have been some of the nice success stories you've seen? What do you take away from working at the NYDA?
Look, nice success stories is whereby you tell a young person that comes to you without anything, and few months down the line you hear that particular person has turned the business around, because we have such success stories whereby a person has created even more jobs, more than 50 jobs from 50,000 that is received from NYDA. There are those businesses that did not do well, of which in terms of statistically they will tell you that it takes about 3 years for business to succeed and so forth. I mean, those are scientific stats, of which I don't want to get into, but there are businesses that they turn around. It also goes with passion for that particular person, because I always make an example that if you want to own emotionally, you must be prepared to wash those cups and press them and so forth. So it goes with passion, whether that particular person.
Yeah, you got to have a passion for what you're doing.
For what you're doing, yes. Because if the workers are not there, you should be able to stand up and do the business. There's another thing maybe I didn't mention. If you are employed, we do not fund you. If we fund you, you need to resign because we need you to be hands-on in the business.
That's an important
This
point.
is a job creation project for the government to say, we want to use this money so that you can create a job for yourself and an additional person. So if you are employed, you must be prepared to resign in order to receive a grant program.
Sabelo, in wrapping up our conversation, what are some words of advice for aspiring South African and African entrepreneurs?
The government is there actually to assist young people with respect to business. There are quite a number of programs that the government has designed for youth, for women and so forth. There are opportunities that are out there. The people need to come to the government departments and government agencies and just find out how can you assist them. Like I've mentioned that we have a relationship with CIFA, we have a relationship with IDC, and people need to get more information, in terms of businesses, in terms of ideas on how to change their lives. Like we are saying, sometimes we always say, if you are sitting on a corner, you won't be able to get anywhere. So I just want to advise young people to get out of their corners, their comfort zone, and come forth so that we'll be able to assist them as government. There are also programs that we are having of skills development, of which we haven't actually spoke about that much, but we have NSFAS in our. Now we have a relationship with NSFAS, whereby we assist young people to apply for student assistance, student aid from 2018 and so forth. So those are other assistance that we are offering also.
And people can find all this information on your website, right?
Definitely on our website.
So that's NYDA?
www.nyda.gov.za.
Sabelo and Ntuli, it's been a pleasure having you on Biz Today. Thanks very much for sharing more about the agency, and I hope people take away a lot and come to you after.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Excellent. We've heard from Sabelo about what the NYDA offers. So it's the National Youth Development Agency. You can find them at nyda.gov.za. The details are up on screen. Please take your business idea. They will assess the validity of it and also then put you into the relevant programs. You either can get a grant fund or you can go into a voucher program and obviously go on further to help grow your businesses through their associations with CIFA and the IDC. Come on, what are you waiting for? These programs are available. We want to grow South Africa, so take advantage of what's out there. Now, find us on Facebook, Biz Today, and on Twitter, BizToday_ZA. As always, if you have any queries or questions or suggestions for upcoming shows, email me, naz@sociallyacceptable.co.za. Until next week, goodbye.